This is Zach Kiesel, and welcome to the Lifting Podcast. In this podcast, we'll be discussing if it is scientifically possible to have super strength. This podcast could be for anybody that's interested in if super strength is possible to achieve, but I think it's more targeted towards the lifting community. So if you're big into the gym, if you're big into lifting weights, then this podcast will be right up your alley. The first thing we're going to take a look at is Brian Shaw. If you haven't heard of Brian Shaw before, Brian Shaw is the 4-time world's strongest man. He stands at 6'9" and weighs about 430 pounds to 440 pounds. So when I was taking a look at it, it showed what he eats. And it focused more on what he eats. And Shaw eats about 9,700 calories a day, and all his food stays about the exact same. Now, a lot of people in the research, when I was doing my research, say that is not healthy for you, and any regular-sized human cannot eat that. The regular-sized male eats about 2,400 calories. So that's about 7,300 calories less than what Brian's eating. If you're in the gym community and go in the gym every day and on gyms all on your social media and all these influencers, you will know that steroids is a big topic in the gym community. Most of your influencers that you see with all these perfect physiques and everybody embracing them are on some sort of steroid. Through my research, when I was trying to see if it was possible to obtain super strength, steroids kept popping up in my research. And the certain steroid that kept popping up was Trenbolone. Now, Trenbolone, what it does is help your body attain nitrogen. And nitrogen leads to a mass amount of muscle gain in a very short period of time. And when you work out, it helps build your muscle back up way faster than normal. Your body without it takes much longer to rebuild that muscle back up than when you're on the steroid. Steroids also help your muscles not become fatigued when you're working out. So you can work out longer, do more reps, do more sets, do heavier weight without your muscles being tired and without you feeling tired and depleted. But I must say, when I was doing my research, there's many healthcare professionals that do not recommend taking the use of steroids. It can cause many health issues. It can cause liver failure. It can cause infections, diseases. It can lead to stroke and even sudden death. Even in a very healthy young individual, it can lead to sudden death or any of these side effects. Now, when you think of super strength, what comes to mind first? The Incredible Hulk. The Incredible Hulk is one superhero that everybody knows that has this insane super strength that can throw cars, but the Hulk started out as a regular human. So I wanted to see how the Hulk went from a regular human to throwing cars in a short period of time. And I found out it was from gamma bomb radiation. The radiation mutated his cellular structure. When he was exposed to radiation, it added 800 pounds of bone marrow and muscle tissue to his body. Obviously, most people will not be exposed to gamma bomb radiation and shouldn't be exposed to gamma bomb radiation. So I wanted to take a look at how you should be training to achieve this super strength. When it comes to training, all that matters is the intensity of the training. You don't have to wake up at 5 a.m. and train. You don't have to train 3 times a day. 1 time a day is good if the intensity is very high. the movements you should be working on are the compound movements. So bench press is for the chest, forearms, and triceps. Deadlift will work your full body, your legs, your back, your arms. It'll work. It'll work everything. And then squats are for the more leg focus. So the quad, the hamstring, a little bit of the calf. Between these compound movements, you will be working out your whole body, and you should be doing between 3 to 5 sets, very high intensity. So 2 to 6 reps. So that should be heavy weight. And the rep range should probably be through all my research, it seems to be that it's not very humanly possible to have super strength naturally. And I mean, you look at guys like Brian Shaw, and yes, he definitely does have super strength, but is that a one of one genetic freak that is a mix of his diet, his intense training, and steroid use? Probably. There's probably won't be many Brian Shaws on this world. So overall, I don't believe that it is possible to achieve super strength naturally, at least. I think you can. There are certain things you can do to boost your strength, like steroids. That's a big one, but it's not very healthy for you. Your diet and your intense training. Thank you for listening.